Hey, what's up? It's Achilles, and today we're here talking about my online regional experience. First thing I want to talk about is prep. Like the preparation of the tournament overall. I definitely focused really hard on like preparing my deck and getting used to it and playing it a lot. I went to a lot of locals. I tuned them. I bought cards. I borrowed cards, and I got my deck in a really good space. I felt like it was really good. I went 3-1 at one locals against a black yellow Luffy, against an NL, against a Moria, and I lost to the like a Piranha. So I was really feeling good about the deck. Lots of like last minute changes, and I really felt like I really prepared my deck. The one thing that I didn't prepare was my actual setup. So if you've seen any of my videos before, you'll notice that the setup wasn't too good. I had like the Logitech C920, the basic one that almost everybody had. I went and I upgraded it to the 4K Brio, put it in the same position, pointed it down on my desk, and yeah, the cards were coming out blurry still. I just didn't know what to do. I thought, hey, I bought this better looking camera. And in between the time that I signed up for the tournament, my wife got a new camera, and she had an old like actual like video camera, not old, it's the Sony ZV-1, really good quality. So I'm like, I can use that as a webcam, so that should fix my problems. And I continue focusing on my deck and getting my deck better, and it wasn't until the day before. But to be fair, my deck, I didn't submit my deck list until like 30 minutes before the deadline, which was the day before. So I was really, really focused on the deck and just play testing as much as I can, which doesn't excuse me because, yeah, like I said, I didn't set up at all. But I knew I had the camera. I figured she had the wires, and I could just look at a video and set it up. It would be all right. She already had like the stand that you have in the back, and yeah, that's the camera there. So I figured I could figure out everything as long as the deck is good. I can figure out everything else. So like literally the day before the tournament, we're looking around, just making sure it has a cable. I was looking for an HDMI and micro HDMI, which I thought came with her camera, but of course it didn't. It did come with a micro USB. So I'm like, okay, there's a video right here, how to set up a micro USB. I clicked on it and had it in my watch for later, and we found the cable, that cord. I did hop on Amazon. I saw that Amazon had a HDMI mini a cable. So, and it said be there before 8 o'clock. At this time, it's like 12 a.m. So I'm like, all right, let me buy this. Perfect time. I can set up everything, and I go to bed. I wake up, and of course, I think I wake up at 8 o'clock and it's not there. And then I look at the shipping, and it's not even gonna be shipped until the next day, 8 a.m. And I'm like, if I didn't know it was the same day, I wouldn't have got it. But whatever. So I grab our coffee table because it's like the same level as our couch. I drag that upstairs, bring it into the room. I drag the stand up here, bring it into the room, set it up. We were plugging in to the micro USB in the video, changing the settings as he tells me to change it, downloading the Sony software on the computer, and it's working. Everything works good. I go and I look and I see, I'm like, okay, all my cards look visible. I have a area on the table to put my hand. I really don't want them to think I'm cheating, so I want to make sure everything is clear. Nothing's in range, no cards, nothing like that. And we have all the space in the world, and it looks amazing. Like the new camera looks like amazing. Everything's clear, and we're ready to go. And it's probably only like, I would say something like that. I think check-in was like a 9:45, something like that was the first round being posted. We had already checked in. We get to, and while I'm waiting, I'm play testing more and more on the sim, just trying to get everything ready. my lines of play, playing different matchups, seeing what I can do, going against a nail, trying to like just get the work in. And 9:45 comes across. I get the Discord messages. We're prepared for round one, and I'm ready to go. Almost forgot. 15 minutes before the tournament started, I was like, should I not stream? Should I record? And I'm like, what's their policy on streaming? I haven't seen any streams like pop up on my YouTube algorithm. I haven't looked for them. I haven't even seen any like online content or offline content besides from cheaters. Like, cause that's the only thing I really saw people post, and maybe like a review of their games, but I haven't seen like a full game of like offline regionals or online regionals. And the one I did see was I think it was Heart Pirates, but he was a feature game, so it was like they took a stream from the company and played it. So I didn't see any streams, so I was like, I wonder why. So we go and look at the policy, and it says if you decide to record or stream, make sure that you get consent, and if you don't get consent, then there's some kind of consequences. So I'm like, streaming is probably not good. So I tried to stream, and like we're waiting for round one. I asked the guy, and he says no. All right, I have to pause the stream before swapping over and say, hey, can I record? And if he says no, then I have to stop the stream, big waiting screen or whatever, and record. So I'm like, let's just record. It's a lot easier that way. And we get we got all the recording set up. Everything's how I like it, and we're good to go for round one. When they announce round one, you go to the website, you look, you just search your name, and then your name will pop up with the table. First Discord channel that we had, I went and I scaled. I didn't see my table, but then they had another link for the overflow. So I joined that Discord and found my table, found my guy, and they gave us the go ahead to start, and everything was going good. Like recording wise, everything looked good. My opponent was playing Gecko Moria. I was ready for the matchup. I played the matchup a lot. My locals here, most of them that I go to are actually playing the ban list, so OPO7 ban list, where Reject and Sakazuki and all those were banned, which I was prepared for this regional, or I thought mentally I was prepared to play against Saka in the Reject. The one card that really like screws me over, and it's the one card the Moria had in life, which was Eruption. Great Eruption and Perona is a deadly combo, like especially for them to get off of I won dice roll, so I went first, but for them to get it on their 4 turn, to play Perona out and get and when I attack into them, they got a Great Eruption trigger. Yeah, so when I attacked them, they got a Great Eruption trigger. That really messed me up. And then, but I'm still in it. I still have cards that I like in my hand. I'm still ready to play. And all of a sudden, my Discord just freaks out and signs me out. I'm like, what the hell? What the heck? Discord never signs me out on my desktop, like never. And then it's asking for the password, and I'm like, oh man, I can't find the password. So I run around my setup, and I'm over here trying to figure it out. Hop into the Google Password Manager, get the password, plug it in, and when I come back into the Discord, the judge is there, and he's like there's a lot of disconnects, which I actually get. He's like, there's a lot of disconnects, and I'm like, well, yeah, there's this server. I don't know if it's new or whatever, but a lot of people join the server. Like they join the server and then they join rooms, so it could like be looked at as an attack for Discord, and maybe Discord's defense policy kicked in and signed out a lot of people. My opponent didn't get signed out, but the judge, he looked at the board state, he looked at everything, and he decided, since it happened to a lot of people, go ahead and let the match continue on. and we play it out, and yeah, I get my first loss, which I actually felt like I was coming back, but just the amount of cards that I lost early game really put me in a really bad position. I was able to fight back a little, but yeah, end up losing. And I don't feel that bad, about it. And I'm still like, I can still go on whatever it is, I can do it. And I go and I turn my camera off because I'm like, let it charge in between rounds. And we're waiting for round two. Round two comes, and apparently my opponent doesn't show up. So I'm waiting there for like 10 minutes, camera on, in position. I turn it off. I come over to my desk and I'm looking, and I see a lot of people like saying no opponent, no show, no show, no show. We go into there, we report our opponent, and we get our free win. It's still looking good, still be able to get that X1. We go into round three again there. This time my opponent shows up. It's a white beard. I was really just not disappointed, but I'm like, no, a 6K leader. We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to destroy the 5,000 attack power, not each other. And we end up playing it out. Really good match. I end up winning. I turn off the camera. I'm 2-1. My goal is still there. 2-1, whatever it is, we can do it. We're still there. Everything's looking good. 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's go. Everything goes great again, and we're on to round 4. This time I run into a red purple law. Everything's good. We're going, and I end up losing. Red purple law is just a hard matchup for everyone. He ends up getting it. Still close. I feel like I was like either one card off or maybe one play off. I'll rewatch the match, and most likely while I'm editing it and putting it up, I'll rewatch and I might see a mistake. If you guys see mistakes on it, go ahead and post it. But go ahead and also subscribe and follow if you do want to see those videos, because I will be posting those. And of course, the other members of Indecisive Gaming will also be posting. So if you want to see their videos, their takes on things, I know a few of us are going to regionals, so we'll have some regional videos popping up. But I'm at a X2 state. I'm like X2. X2 is still a good position. I can still, get top something. And I'm ready. I turn the camera off, and I'm ready for my next match. We're going. We wait a little bit. I think there's like a little pause in between this round. Don't know why, but they start this one a little bit later than normal. And we finally get our round 5, and it's red purple Luffy. It's the mirror match. Like, again, I'm like, what the heck? Where's the nails? Where's the Morias? Where's the Sakazukis? These are the matchups I expected to see. Actually didn't see them, but yeah, red purple Luffy, mirror match, and we're ready to go. I win the dice roll, and I get to go first, and I have the most beautiful hand I could have. I had 3 ramp cards that I could play, that I have like a play set up for. And one of those ramps is Thunderball God, so it's a counter. So I'm feeling like I'm good. I'm feeling like I'm ready. I'm attacking first, and everything's going good. Turn 3, I swing, takes. Then I play Sorojuro. Then next turn is our $5 turn. We play our Bond Clay, and as soon as I put Bond Clay on the field, my camera dies. And I don't know if my camera dies at the moment. I just see it's black, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I'm like, no, not again. And I'm over here running around scrambling. He can hear me, and we're like talking. I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on with my camera. And I go and I press the power button. It cuts on. It turns back off. I cut it on, and I see low battery. I'm like, what the hell, low battery? It's been sitting there plugged into the micro USB this whole time. How is it not charging? And like, now that I think about it, maybe switching the settings to like PC control turns off the charging function of it. I don't know exactly, but it's down, and I'm like scrambling. So first thing I do is I grab that Brio webcam, and I like undo it and try to like attach it on top of that webcam, and I get it up there, and we get it switched on there, and he's called Judge, of course, because it's crazy, right? Like your camera go off. Who knows? I could be like switching cards. I could be doing anything, and I'm just flabbergasted, or I'm flustered. I'm just like, why the whole time? And I somehow attach my camera up there. The judge comes in, and by the time judge gets there, I have my camera, like it's not nicely positioned, but we're back in there. And he's like, understand he was having camera issues. We are gonna issue a warning, but because you got your camera back up so fast, we're gonna let you continue to play. Which I was relieved, but at the same time, the whole time when I got back down and I sat down, and just knowing how perfect my hand was, I was just thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna be a cheater. Like they're gonna put me on this cheater video. Like I was so in my head that whole time, and just playing it out. We get to our final round, and yeah, I goof. I definitely goof. I had the game. It was all mine, and I just attack in the wrong order, knowing he has rad beams, and he ends up countering everything and beating me back in the clapback. So I ended up losing that game. I definitely will post that. I'll have to fix some things in editing. I'll keep with it drops, but I'll definitely. I think one of the videos is smaller than the other one. Something like that. I didn't have time to like fix the setup because I was too busy like trying to get back, without getting disqualified or getting a stain on my name. I was so much that I was worried about, and it just really I couldn't mentally recover at all. It was really destructive towards my mental, really destructive. But I tried to recover. I tried to listen to music, walk around, go outside. At this point, I'm only X3. I could still get something, right? Something good, right? All I have to do is just, be undefeated for the rest. We have our Brio Logic set up, so that won't happen again. And as long as Discord doesn't kick me out, I think I got a shot at going. I can do it. Round 6 comes along, and it's Yamato. A matchup I'm not favored in at all. I'm a 3 life bleeder. She has double attack, and she gets an effect when you have 3 lives. Really, really bad matchup. Not only is it a really bad matchup, my opponent seems pretty cool, and he's like, yeah, I practiced this matchup a lot. I'm ready. Let me say my mental never came back. We were ready. We got in the match, and of course, heavy swings. I blocked the first one. Second one comes with banish. It was good. It was a good matchup. But I just, again, same with the Moria. I just went under so fast that by the time I started to make a comeback, it was already too late. And I'm definitely going to post that one. That one didn't get messed up like my first round one where half the video's gone. But that one, after that, I was cooked. I was out. I was ready to tap out, and I did. I bowed out. Yeah, there's a lot that I learned. Oddly enough, I'm ready for the next regionals, even though the next regional, so this was an online, the next one will be offline. So I will be going to the next offline regionals. Hopefully things go a lot better. I'm hoping. We'll see. Most likely I'll be playing Red Purple Luffy again, which I didn't mention that in the beginning, but yeah, I've been playing Red Purple Luffy for a while now, and I tried other things. I knew Yamato was coming out, and I was like, I can't play him. Let me play Yamato. Yamato didn't really work out too well. I played Reiju, but Reiju has really a hard counter, which a lot of people are playing, which is called Law. So I didn't want to go through that. I did try new things with the Yamato, so I might go back to the Yamato. I might try a red-green deck. I have some cards for those. I did feel better as a player because actually playing in the matches, I didn't really get stomped. I never felt like I got stomped, except for the hard matchup and the Gecko Mario, where triggers are triggers, trigger me. Anyway, yeah. So it made me have a little bit more confidence for the offline regionals that are coming up. I did a lot. Like I said, I learned a lot. Prep is key. If I either like a 10th on like my camera and my setup, or even just thought about it a little bit more, this wouldn't have happened. But things like this need to happen to me in order for me to step my whole game up, so that won't happen again. Hey, what's up? It's editing me. So while I was editing this, the results came out, and I actually gotten like the top 550, which I know isn't high, but if I would have just kept playing, maybe 1 or 2 games, I could have been at least top 512, got more prizing. So I maybe shouldn't have given up so soon. Yeah, I could have still went positive for sure in my record. Just another thing that I learned from the regional. But that was my experience. Let me know what you guys think. And till the next time, I'm out.